Hi everybody, my name is John. Welcome to the Hermitage Workshop. Um, I didn't do much out here today. Worked a little bit, but not enough to show you. Tomorrow, Douglas and I will come out here and do some more work, and I might work out here a little bit before I go back in the house and go to bed. So, but I just, I kind of getting excited about getting the shop cleaned out. I can actually see my workbench, my woodworking bench that was my dad's, and we used that for all kinds of stuff. And so when I get that cleaned off, hopefully tomorrow, I'll show you that. And I still have the long workbench to clean up. I don't know if you can see here, but that little kind of wall there, from that way down is wood shop, and then from here on is kind of bench work, machine type shop stuff. Working on engine parts for the tractor. These are Volkswagen Bug carburetors. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, Volkswagen Bug carburetors. And I'm just trying to get things figured out in my head. What I'm gonna do with the space. What I'm gonna do with all the junk. Right now, most of the stuff we're taking that doesn't go into the dumpster, I'm moving back to the big doors of the shop, where hopefully I'm gonna be putting a bunch of stuff on Facebook Marketplace and sell it that way, or give it away that way, or whatever needs to be done to get rid of it. And yeah, there's still quite a bit to do. I mean, I'll be really happy if by this week, by Sunday, if I get my woodworking bench, my dad's workbench cleaned off, and the long workbench cleaned off and organized. So that's my goals for this tomorrow and this weekend. So we'll see what happens. On the 29th of May 2024, I'm going to be having just a kind of a surgery on my knee, my right knee. It'll be I tore my meniscus, or I don't know, I tore something in there, and it's causing me all kinds of troubles walking and getting around. And so the surgeon said, we could clean that all out and all that stuff. So I'm going to have him do that, and then I'll be able to get around better, I hope, and after some physical therapy and stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get that cleaned out, and then I'm going to start going that way on the wood shop side, get to my table saw, my band saw. I think I have a router over there. I have a sanding machine there. Yeah, so I got a long way to go, but I think with Douglas helping me, we can get it done pretty well. And then eventually, I think I don't know, the picture you see at the channel is a picture of my friend, my dear friend, best friend, and second father in some ways, Tony Wilson. And he would come out here and we would, well, I got these tractors from him. Well, I imagine they're his son's tractors now because he passed away, he'd come out here every once in a while and we'd spend the day out here in the shop working on tractors. Of course, before he'd come, I'd have everything cleaned, or when he did come, the shop was clean at that time. And this section here was the machine shop, and I had a South Bend lathe, and I didn't have a milling machine. I still want to get a milling machine, but he came over. I was getting into my South Bend lathe quite a bit, and he kind of caught the bug and bought himself I think it was a little Harbor Freight mini lathe. And so he brought that over one weekend, and I think we spent 3 days maybe. He had his little lathe set up on this, and he was working and I was working, and he really did really well. And so I'm gonna, I guess Ben said I could have that or use it or something. Ben's and Tony's son. And he said I could bring that here. So hopefully I'll be going over to see his mom and pick up that lathe before I go to my knee surgery, because I'm probably not going to want to go anywhere for a while after that, but I can walk out here and work on the lathe. And so I'm thinking that lathe might go here. I have a light there, and there's an outlet right there. So we'll kind of see. I'm gonna do some rearranging and a little bit of planning and see what I can do. Yeah, and then I hope to get a milling machine at some point. I don't know whether it'll be a benchtop milling machine and it'll sit here too, or whether it'll be on a stand and it'll sit over there, or what. I plan to have the tractor, my iPhone recording this is sitting on right now. I plan on having the tractor back toward the big shop doors on this side over here, the north side, and then have a Ford 9N over there in the corner that's buried with stuff, and I hope to have that next to it so I can work on both of them. And then I'm going to have my trains. I like trains. So I have a G gauge LGB model railroad on a table out there that's a little bit different, and I plan on clearing out the stuff along that south wall and putting it over there, and then that'll be out of the way of the tractors, and I have my toolbox there, and I can push that over there with my tools after I get the toolbox cleaned out, and work on the tractors. And then this could become machine shop space with maybe a bigger milling machine and maybe eventually a bigger lathe. Yeah. Sorry about the dogs barking. I don't know what they're barking at. We had coyotes in our driveway last night. We live out in the middle of the country, and our nearest neighbor is about 5 miles away, and we're in the middle of wheat fields and farming fields and stuff, and at a old farmstead. I have 2 acres out here, and this big shop and a big farmhouse, and it's just what I like. Anyway, so those are the plans, and I'll probably drop a short tomorrow showing you what we got done, what we get done tomorrow, and yeah, I'll just keep going. Hopefully keep plugging away here, and I hope to have this west side of the shop usable and kind of cleaned out before I go in for surgery. That's the plan. So we'll have to see if that happens. I'm hoping it will. And the doctor wants me to kind of be up and around and doing stuff anyway, so this'll give me that excuse to come out here and and work out here. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to get my Kennedy. I don't know if you can see that. My Kennedy toolbox going again. It used to be all full of calipers and all that stuff, and right now I don't even know what's in it. So I'll probably take a look at that, and I don't know if you guys are interested to see what's in it. I'll take a video of it and show you. If you notice the librarian stuff, that's what I did for a living. Did that for a living for 27 years. Worked at Big Bend Community College in Moses Lake in the library. Lots of changes in there and stuff, and went through a lot of different changes, and it was I really enjoyed the people I worked with, and it was just a good time, and so now I'm retired, and I do have I'm legally blind, but I can make out things, I can see stuff. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to do some things here, but I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna let this stuff it'll slow me down, but hopefully it won't stop me. And if I need help, I have sons that can come out and help me, and we'll get going on stuff. I can't, some things that I have trouble doing is like screwing a screw into the wall because I can't see the head, and can't takes a little bit to get it takes me a while to do stuff that used to just take me seconds to do before. And I keep counting my thumb when I try and put a nail in because I can't see the head of the nail. So I might have some difficulties on this, but I know I can work on the tractors because they're, big bolts, big nuts, big tools. I'm hoping the mini lathe is gonna work out all right. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. If I can, at least do some good hobby stuff with that. Maybe make a little hammer, or I don't know what there is to do. I have tons of books. I just got to look through them and see. I do have big magnifying glasses. I have a big light magnifier on a stand that can also become a benchtop magnifier, but maybe I'll just wind up getting another one of those because I have two in the house. So I might just get one and use the benchtop version, and I can set that up in front of the lathe and be able to see better. So there's always stuff you can try, always stuff you can do. Really blessed that I'm not totally blind, but blind enough that I can't drive a car. I can't, kind of freaks everybody out that I can't see the freight truck in front of us, or the big tractor coming down the road toward us, or the car coming toward the road to us, or I can't read the street signs, or the big street signs, or make out all the billboards, but I can still turn a wrench, and I can, so it's just, I don't know, I don't understand it. But yeah, so that's where I am. I don't know if you guys want to know that or not, but anyway, there it is. So those are the plans so far. Those are my goals for this month. And then if I can achieve this part cleaned out, this west side cleaned out, there's like a division. There's like I have a wall of lockers going across about the middle of the shop. And that's kind of the divider line between, you know, where we work on cars before. You know, we have a lift. It's not a lift that is set into the concrete. It rolls, you slide it under the car, and it lifts it up about 5 or 6 feet. And so it makes it easy to get under there and change oil and all that stuff. But I don't work on cars anymore. And the cars that I do have here that I would work on are too big to put on that particular lift. That lift will work with smaller cars, imports, you know, the smaller cars and stuff. So I don't work on those, and it's my son's lift, and he used it, but now he's hurt himself and he's not able to really work on cars anymore. He's a truck driver now. And so, I don't know, it takes up a goodly portion of the shop. And so I don't know whether he wants to sell it or move it down to his shop at his house, or I don't know. You have to get one of those long bed tow trucks to come and pull it up on and take it where you want it to go. And so, but anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. And yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for those people that have subscribed. I think I have 9 subscribers now, which is more than I thought I would get. And I know there's seems like people like the short videos a lot, but this is going to be a little bit longer one. I can't see what I'm at, but so hopefully there'll be people watching it. You know, like and subscribe. You know, leave a comment. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully to see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye. Look at that. Got the workbench cleaned off. There's still some little stuff on it, but I'll look at that tomorrow. But here's my sander. Back there somewhere there's a wood lathe. That's a cabinet we got to get rid of. But yep, accomplished my goal for today. So see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Have a good Friday, everybody. Bye.